Hey y'all, it's Jada, your budget coach, and today I'm going to show you how much rent you can afford if you're making $16 an hour working a full-time job. So first, let's look at how much rent you would actually be approved for by the leasing offices. And usually they're looking for your income to be about 2 times the rent, 2.5 times the rent, or 3 times the rent in total. So if you're making $16 an hour working 40 hours a week, that's going to give you about $640 gross before taxes. Then we're going to multiply that by 52 weeks in a year, and that's going to mean that you're making about $33,280 annually gross before taxes. Then take that amount and divide it by 12 months, and this is going to give you the monthly income that they're going to use in order to determine how much rent you will be approved for. So in this example, it will be about $2,773.33 monthly. And so here I'm writing out how much rent you would be approved for if they were looking for either 2, 2.5, or 3 times the rent. And mind you, this is if you were applying by yourself and trying to live alone. Now, going into how much rent you can actually afford with this income, I would suggest no more than 30 to 40% of your net income should be going towards your rent. So next, we're going to take that $2,773.33 and times it by about 20% to give a rough estimate on how much taxes will be taken out of your check. So after taxes, we get about $2,218.66 net. Next, we're going to calculate the 30% to 40% range of how much you can afford based upon that net income. So for 30%, it's going to be $665.60, and then 40%, $887.46 max. Now, let's say that you were planning on living with the roommate and y'all decided to split the rent in half. So I would take the $887.46 and I would multiply that by 2 to get the total amount of rent that y'all can afford together. And in this case, it's going to be $1,750 for the rent in total. And so that's actually really, really good. And I believe that y'all can get a great place. So use this method and try it out for yourself. And if you don't want to do all that math yourself, I did create a Google Sheets resource for you to plug in all your numbers, and it does the same exact math for you. So if you want this resource, click the link in my bio or DM me this emoji.